Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Venus and today I'm doing my April TBR. This is going to be a fun TBR. So I've got two new releases. I'm doing two readathons. So I'm participating in the Spring Flingoween Readathon hosted by Gabby from Gabby Reads and Olivia from Olivia Loves a Latte. I will post both of their pages down below. I'm so excited. They usually do Summerween and Winterween. So it's basically bringing Halloween to the current season, reading horrors and thrillers, and there's prompts that go along with it, so I'm super excited about that one. And then I just found out about another readathon that I want to participate in. It's called Tome Topple, and there's multiple people hosting this across many platforms. So there's YouTube. I found out about it from Tori Morrow, and I'll also post her page down below. She has a great channel. She does a lot of sci-fi and fantasy books, or reads a lot of sci-fi and fantasy books. And it's also on Book Talk, Instagram. There's going to be prompts on Instagram, and there's two people that I believe have blogs about it as well. So I'll post all of that information down below. So first I'm going to start with the new releases that I plan on reading this month. I am currently reading Hunger of the Gods by John Gwynne. It is the second book in the Bloodsworn trilogy. It's an arc, but it comes out on April 12th. I loved Shadow of the Gods. I just finished that a few days ago. I did vlog it, so I'll have that up soon, but I really did enjoy it. It is a Norse-inspired fantasy book. The first book had 3 POVs. I just loved the setting. I loved the characters. I loved the fight scenes in it were amazing. The pacing was great. The story was wonderful. I gave it 5 stars. It was fantastic. I'll go more into it on my wrap-up, but I'm currently reading Hunger of the Gods. I'm only on like page 20, but so far it literally picks up right where the first book left off. And that's it about that book. I also plan on reading Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez, and that book comes out on April 19th. This is a romance book, and it is about the lead character is a ER doctor in the city, and she meets up, or somehow meets I guess he's more of like a country type guy, and I don't know, sparks fly. It goes from there. So she's struggling because her family wants her to be like some world-renowned surgeon, and she's kind of happy where she is. So I'm sure, just as Abby Jimenez usually does in her romance books, which I love, there's going to be some real-life issues that she has to deal with, and then love and humor and all of the great things. So I'm really looking forward to reading that book in April as well. So if you are new here, my TBRs also involve my spin wheel app that I use. There are 22 books on my Physical TBR that I'm really trying to prioritize for this year. So every month I spin the wheel and I choose 2 books to read from my Physical TBR. I think a couple of them will fall under some of the prompts for the Tome Topple Readathon, so I'm going to do that at the end. But now I'm going to talk about the Spring Fling, I knew I was going to stumble over that, the Spring Flingoween Readathon, and what the books that I chose for that. This readathon is happening between April 27th through April 30th. And the first prompt is read a book with either yellow or pink on the cover. And for this one, I have chosen Joyland by Stephen King. This is like a horror thriller type novel. All I know is that it takes place, and it looks like an amusement park. The cover says, "Who dares enter the funhouse of fear?" I mean, it's Stephen King. I don't like to really read too much about what his books are about. This one is not too long. It's only about 278 pages, so hopefully I'll get through that one quick. If I do, I'm also going to read a slasher book. It's called Cirque Berserk by Jessica Guess, and it's free on Kindle Unlimited, so I plan on reading that too if I have some time. I like slashers. They're corny, they're creepy, they're gross, they're gruesome. It's fun. I like reading those, and they're usually quick reads, so if I have time, I'm going to squeeze that one in too. The second prompt is read a backlist thriller or horror book. So for that, I chose The Passenger by John Mars, and this one I'm just going to read the inside cover a little bit because I love what it says. It says, "You're riding in your self-driving car when suddenly the doors lock, the route changes, and you have lost all control. Then a mysterious voice tells you you are going to die. I love it. I read the one by him, one of his other books, and I really enjoyed it. It was a quick read, so I am super looking forward to reading this as well. I knew I finished too quickly, so I forgot about the third prompt from the springflingoween Readathon, which is like probably the most exciting prompt. You're bringing a little bit of fall into spring by making some fall inspired snacks. Yeah, so it says make a fall theme drink or pastry to bring Halloween to spring. So me and my daughter already have some snacks or some desserts in mind for this. I love fall so much, and I love all things pumpkin. So I forgot to mention that prompt. So look forward to that in my blog, a little bit of baking coming at ya. But I wanted to mention that, so see ya. So the Tome Topple Readathon, this is like round 16, I believe, that they've done of this. This takes place during April 15th through the 28th. There's like one day overlapping between this and springflingoween, but it's fine. I don't think I'm gonna have any issues with that. So the whole point of this readathon is to read books that are over 500 pages. I'm only choosing 2 because that's definitely gonna be enough for me for 2 weeks. There's 20 prompts. Obviously, you don't have to do all 20, but I love that the point of this is also to randomly pick a number between 1 and 20 and then choose that prompt. So I'm gonna ask Siri for 2 numbers and I'm gonna use those prompts. Hey Siri, choose a number between 0 and 20.
A random number between 0 and 20 is 11.
11. Let's see what that is. Oh, a standalone tome. That could possibly be on my Physical TBR spin a wheel, so, but I do have a book in mind for that. So we're gonna do my spin a wheel and then see if it fulfills this prompt. So let's pick another one. Hey Siri, pick a number between 1 and 20.
A random number between 1 and 20 is 20.
20. Let's see. Tome written by someone who doesn't identify as a man. So I also have one in mind for this one as well. We're gonna see. I'm putting my phone away. I need it. We're gonna see if the books that pop up on my spin wheelie thing will work for these prompts. So let's see. Good Girl, Bad Blood. That does not fit into that, but let me show you that book. Good Girl, Bad Blood. Yeah, so this is I think it's considered young adult thriller, sequel to, what is it called? A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I really enjoyed the first book. I have no idea what this one is about. I just know the first book, the main character, I want to say was her name like Poppy or Pip. I knew it started with a P. Pip is, I think she was in high school. One of her friends or someone she knew in the neighborhood passed away, so she kind of took it upon herself to do a little research about it. I think she did it for like a school project as well, and she kind of got to the bottom of it, and it was a really good thriller. This should be a good read. I'm excited. So let's spin the wheel again. Golden Sun. Oh, I just read that. Sorry, I didn't take it off. Let's do that again. I'll talk about that in my, what month was it? In my March wrap up. I did read that, so let's try it again. Oh my gosh, The Passengers, which I'm already reading for the springflingoween, so I can remove that from here. Oh my gosh, I can remove that as well. Let's try it again. This should be the one. This should be the one. City of Brass. That's a fantasy book. It's probably a tome. Is that by, let me check. Okay, so this is gonna count towards the prompt number 20, tome written by someone who doesn't identify as a man. I am super excited to read this book. This is over 500 pages. I can't really remember what this is about. I think it has a djinn in it and a con woman. Okay, on the streets of 18th century Cairo, Nari is a con woman of unsurpassed skill. She makes her living swindling Ottoman nobles, hoping to one day earn enough to change her fortunes. But when Nari accidentally summons Dara, an equally sly, darkly mysterious jinn warrior, during one of her cons, she learns that even the cleverest of schemes can have deadly consequences. And then it goes on from there. But yay, yes, that's so awesome. That covered one of the prompts. Okay, so that leaves me with number 11, standalone tome. There's a couple on my shelves. So there's Stephen King 11/22/63 that I could read. There's Empire of the Vampire. Wait, is Empire of the Vampire is going to be, I think that's going to have more books to it. So I'm not going to pick that one because I'm not sure about that. I think it's going to be Stephen King, and I literally just talked about this book in my Books That Intimidate Me. So let's get it out of the way. Let's knock it out. We're going to do this. 11/22/63. 11/22/63. This is ginormous. Oh my gosh, it's over 800 pages. This is going to be a challenge. This is going to be a challenge. I am very excited to read it though. I have heard wonderful things about it. All I know is the main character somehow tries to go back in time to prevent the assassination of JFK. That's all I know. And I've heard it's a tearjerker as well. So this is a pretty intense TBR. But I'm really excited about all of the books that I've picked or have been randomly picked for me. So yeah, yay, this was cool. Let me know, are you participating in any of these readathons? Let me know in the comments and tell me what you're reading. Have you read any of these? And let me know your thoughts. So, as always, thank you so much for stopping by. I really, really appreciate it. Please hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you guys next time. See ya. Oh, and I am gonna vlog. I'm gonna vlog for these 2 readathons, so you will watch me struggle with these huge books, but I'm excited about it. So that's all I got. See you guys next time. You guys, I forgot to talk about my shirt. My shirt is part of, oh geez. My shirt is part of the the Spring Flingoween Readathon. How cute is this? It was, let me give you the full effect here. This was created by Gabby from Gabby Reads, her sister Rachel, or Rach, from Remarkably Rach. She does beautiful bullet journaling. I will also link her channel below, but this artwork was by her, so yay, shout out to her for that. I completely forgot to talk about my shirt. I love merch. I'm gonna get the Topple, the Tome Topple merchandise too. There was a really cute shirt that I want to get from them, so I support 100%. See ya again.